And when I say the Dulles, I'm not talking about the Dulles, okay? In Oregon, I don't know if that's in Washington or if it's in Oregon. Either way, we're back with our Cine to Nerdle, our Tradle, our Global, our Movie to Movie, our Guess the Game, our Rankdle, etc., etc. We're going to start with Cine to Nerdle. There we go. I see we have Mocking, Bird. I see we have Marvel Infinity War. I'm going to start there. And you know what? I'm see Good, Bad, and Ugly. I also see Star Wars. And we're gonna connect something. I see it's Star Trek Kirk Beyond. Bad. Okay, we're so close. Average score is 4.6 out of 5. So we got the good, the bad, and the ugly. We got Star Trek Beyond. We have Marvel Infinity War Snap, and we have To Kill a Mockingbird. And then we got to find the remaining movie. Okay, I've got 9 swaps left. Give me a second here. Give me a second. No actors this time. This is tough. I know the average is 4.6 out of 5. I'm almost wondering if I can't get some purchase by just shuffling them up a little bit. I don't think it's going to be like Marvel Trek. It could be Marvel Star Lord. Ugly. Just got to think for a second. There are birds in some Marvel movies. There's stars in some Marvel movies. There's killing in war. War is bad. If you move kill over here, bad over here. Nothing has been illuminated so far. I'm trying to find my yellow outlines here. My ass was like, "Oh, Infinity War, of course." To infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond. Which is end. Okay. I was not paying attention to the end at all. There we go. That's obviously Toy Story. Well, well, well. Good quiz today. Good quiz. Honestly, let's make this the movie portion. Let's go straight to movie. Okay, we're going Goonies to Jurassic Park today. I feel like there's a huge connection that you can make. Josh Brolin is in this. He's Thanos with Chris Pratt, who's got he's not in Jurassic Park. He's in Jurassic Park. But then, okay, wait. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna break my no Marvel rule because this game's been kicking my ass lately. We go Josh Brolin. We go Infinity War. We go Chris. One of the Chris's. One of the Chris's. He's up here. That's my mistake. I know he's in this one. It's Chris Pratt, who's also in the newest Jurassic World, Dominion, with Jeff Goldblum, who is in Jurassic Park. Boom. Total distance 3. They really do have a Hemsworth, an Evans, and a Pratt, huh? Oh, Samuel L. Jackson! I could have skipped the Jeff Goldblum connection, but would I want to? Well, would I want to? You're right. Let me toss myself into a new category here. I'm still in crosswords. Let me put me in just chatting. And then try the Rotten Tomatoes daily. Please don't be some mid comedy from like 1987 today. Flashbang out. I always loved like the first person who types flashbang out. Like they were there, they've been waiting 4.5 hours for me to get to that point of the stream today. I'm not being like derogatory. I find it respectable. Even before I put the flashbang out, they're like, this is my moment. The heck? Celebrate 25 years of fresh picks with the Rotten Tomatoes card game? An ad? Okay. A well-loved comedy that came out in 1998. It's 3 words. I know it's not this, but let me get the cable guy, okay? Largely undocumented chunk of reality and twist it into a surreal comic film noir wonderland full of delightfully bent characters, gasser performances, great lines, and right-on portraiture. Oh no, it's fucking British, man. Fuck you. I like it. Some Hugh Grant. It's about a boy. I think that's from like 2002, but maybe we'll get closer. The Coen brothers is not fully fledged as Raising Arizona and Fargo. It's the Big Lebowski. It's not British. It's the Big Lebowski. I just stopped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. All right. It's easy enough. Now, stay in media and take me to guess the game. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what this is, but I feel like this to me, that looks like Persona or Mark of the Ninja. Actually, that looks like Mark of the damn Ninja, man. He's crazy. That wouldn't have helped. That I would have gotten it on that for sure. For sure. And then the rest, I mean, it doesn't get any harder. Mark of the Ninja, kind of crazy. Great game. Love Mark of the Ninja. It's an indie game made in Vancouver. Of course I'm going to know what it looks like. Also, you're right. It must be like the greatest compliment to a game developer, or at least like the art directors. That's like, you saw a screenshot of a street light out of context, and you're like, oh yeah, that's Mark of the Ninja. We have Tradle. All right, we're getting into, it's the world now. Doing some geography. Whew. This one looks tough. Looks very tough. 218 million is a really small amount of exports for a country. Gold, coffee and tea, tobacco, bunch of crazy ores, some beer, $4 million worth of beer. It's like Johnny Depp could clear that in 1 year. Some cars, $878,000 worth of cars. That could be like 2 incredible supercars or something. Soap, used clothing, glass bottles, and gold. I'm thinking, is Africa, Asia, or South America? That's not really that helpful. Coffee makes me think of South America. Tea makes me think of Asia. Gold makes me think of Asia, South America, and Africa, honestly. And these other ores have got me thinking. I'm trying to think of the way tobacco grows. Tobacco might be more of like a Central Asian thing where it's typically grown, or maybe I'm just thinking of like the latitude of the American tobacco producing states. But it's time. First guess, let's not sweat it too much. Like, this doesn't just mean they produce a lot of gold. It might be that just the gold is well demanded. They might produce the best other of all time. $1.46 million of other fermented beverages. I'm just going to take a lark on this. I'm going to say this is Kyrgyzstan, and hopefully the arrow helps us out. 66%, and it's 6,000 kilometers away to the southwest. Okay. Give me something that's it's more like on the Black Sea. Let me get like a Georgia, although I would assume it exports more than $218 million a year. Okay, we got to go much further away. So this now, I've got to be thinking that this is in Africa. Let me get like a Central African Republic. Now we're 1,000 kilometers to the southeast now. Let me get like an Eswatini. Oh, to the direct north. Oh no. Uganda. Oh, but it's further away to the direct north. Uganda? Oh, 97 kilometers, 591 kilometers away to the direct southwest. What is Lesotho? Burundi! My African geography is not so good. It's okay. I always have fun with Tradle. Next, we have Globla. I always forget about Globla. Pop Globla out here. We always guess Algeria. It's a good base of operations. 3,000 kilometers away. Okay. You know what? Burundi. The mystery country's Burundi, dude! Let's go! Oh, what are the odds of that? Holy cow. And now I know where Burundi is, so I'm unstoppable. You got to give Worldle a chance as well. Okay. Worldle. Oh, dude. It's impossible. I don't know what I don't know what this country is. Shit looks like damn Quebec. Plus it's got an ad on it. I don't respect the advertisement. It's so small too. Okay, so what shape is this? As far as I know, this could be Burundi. Oh my God, is 94% of the way there? And it's south of Burundi? Okay, give me a Lesotho. It's further away. Is this possible? Give me an Eswatini every time. No, no, no. Give me a Zambia. It is Zambia. Okay, let's go. Bonus round, guess the neighbors? No, I don't think we will. We got pretty lucky with that one. Chronophoto. Dude, these games are amazing. Okay, this first one is cheating. Because this part in the background is not a photo. This is a sketch. There's a bunch of people on... It looks like... This honestly looks like it's from a Total War game. I'm going to say that this is pre-World War I. This is like 1909. It's the dawn of World War I. You know what's crazy? I know this is very Dan Carlin pilled, so I apologize to like the real historians. It is crazy that at the start of World War I, the French army was going out in bright blue uniforms. And by the end of World War I, people were getting chewed up by like machine gun fire and digging holes in the ground just to dodge the bullets. But at the start of the war, they were like, let's get in formation and, you know, put on your put on your Halloween costumes, boys, once more into the fray. That's crazy. This shit could have been like last week. I honestly hate to help the boomers out and make them like confirm their bias that like people used to be smarter, but you could not have this shit in the modern day. If this is the way you got off a boat in 2023, like 1/3 of people getting off the boat would fall into the water. Nowadays, when you get off any boat, they have like an iron walkway that's 4 times wider than any other person. It's got railings on both sides, and like somebody supervises you and like grabs your hand. Like, I'm not saying this is better. This is obviously worse. I'm just saying, like, after one time when they used the bending plank, they would have been like, we can't do that anymore. Can you pull up like a little closer? Like, there's some old dudes coming across in they're just coming across a wooden plank. You couldn't do it if you did this shit in Cleveland now. This guy's got a damn cane. If you did this shit in Cleveland now, there would be a Wikipedia entry about the day. It would be like the time that the cruise ship docked in Cleveland. There would be like a casualties header that just is like, oh, this is a stub. Click on the full one here to pop it out. Like, anyway. To me, this looks like post World War I. I'm going to say 1920. A genius. This looks like this is a Women's World Cup. I'm going to say it looks like it's in Norway. No, maybe these are the two teams playing, Norway and Nigeria. I don't know. Maybe that's the next game. I'm going to say that this was 1996. That looks like 96 to me. 2003? What camera were you using? Did you get it out of a damn cereal box? They couldn't send the good cameras to the World Cup? Like, look at those camera lenses. They had this shit in the 90s, man. Anyway, what was like 2 megapixels? Good Lord. Okay, next round. Rare pre-war quality Shenley Reserve. This must be New York in, I'm going to say, the Second World War. Due to the proliferation of the advertising industry. Let's call this 1944. It's 1948, okay? Fair enough. I guess I should have assumed that it was after the war. But I would not... Why are you advertising pre-war quality in the post-war? Don't they know they're about to experience the biggest economic boom that one generation has ever experienced in human history? I wouldn't be... If my ass was alive in 1948, I wouldn't want any shit from 1932. I'd be like, give me some shit from the 80s. We're about to pog off. This was Grauman's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, in 1903. I'm going to say this is 1920. I say this, actually, you know, I'm going to say it's pre-World War I. Oh, but those cars are a little... I'm going to say it's 1919. 1927, okay. The thing is, your ass can't say 1927. Because if it wasn't 1927, all the Poindexters in chat would be like, excuse me? Really? Cars and trains in the Great Depression? And then you'd have to explain that the Great Depression didn't hit everybody equally. Like, you could still take a photo of some rich people in 1927. Same shit. Like, there was Times Square. I'm like, 1944. People were like, really? In the middle of the World War? Bitch, it's New York City. It's not Stalingrad. People aren't going to be, fighting in urban warfare. There's just going to be a lot of people still at home that are going to work. Plus, it never sleeps. So true. So true. Anyway, 3,200. It's a pretty good score. Not a horrendous score. What else do we play in this? I always forget. Rankdle! I'm so ass at Rankdle. They need a super auto pets Rankdle. And then you guess how many wins their squad has. Rankdle. It's genius. Old me, pre-kid and I haven't programmed for 3 years. I would have whipped that up over a couple of weeks. New me is just like, maybe someone will do it, maybe they won't. Who cares? Okay, e4, e5, knight to f3. Holy cow! This is a horrendous opening, god awful. Bishop to d3 is one of the most psychotic moves I've ever seen. It turns your bishop into a pawn at the expense of this pawn. Like, this is... But look at that, you know? It's it's not so bad. I can't imagine why they're... Oh, my God. Listen, this is just genius maneuvers, okay? Yeah, sure, it's a fork, but at the same time, they can't resolve the fork because their king would have a discovered check. So all you got to do is, like, move your knight somewhere that's relative, probably there, unfortunately, and then you move your bishop, check, you go here, you go here. Or, I suppose, okay, 2 pawns for a bishop, 1 pawn for a bishop. What is this, Reggie? I mean, I have to think this is low, okay? I'm gonna say that this is 600 to 899. Just because 100 to 599 is like so low. 1254, no, I'm sorry, they're not 1254. The opening, they were out of the 4 digits on like the first move, on bishop to d3. The average guess was, well, the median guess was right where we suggested. So I don't feel too bad about that. I mean, that's crazy. Oh, excuse me, they're playing a London system versus like a modern defense. This is 2 people who don't enjoy playing the game of chess. Okay, didn't you just lose a piece there? You're a piece down, brother. There's no way that's a mistake that anybody could make, but like not anybody over 1600. Like they just failed to calculate. This is what pisses me off, man. Oh, you know what? Never. I'm looking. It's bullet. Okay. This is what pisses me off, though. This person might be. Let's just assume that they're 1100 to 1299. What is this opening that we're playing white versus black in bullet? Are you afraid of having a good time? Why are you playing such a closed ass game in bullet? Like this is intellectual junk food. Why are you like play e4, e5 or something like that and then like start trading some pieces? This is not, if you're in classical, sure, play this. You get to puzzle out like positioning and stuff like that and be like, "Oh, this is and then in 45 minutes, I'm going to castle long, and then I'll use my kingside pawns to push down their kingside that castled short," okay? Why are you pretending to be like a grandmaster in bullet? Oh, because you watched like one video on it, and you're like, that's the one for me. Shit drives me insane. Okay, so they failed to calculate this, but it is a 1-minute game. Like, anything can happen. Let's see if they recover. They're going to lose. It's over. Okay. Honestly, I mean, I actually feel like they might be good because black won on move 15, having used 9.5 seconds of clock. So I actually think that is a testament to a fairly high level of skill. I'm going to go a little higher than I expected, and I'm going to give them a 1700 to 1899. The correct elo is 940. I don't believe that they're a lower elo than the first player. I was off by a lot, which is fine. I don't believe that they're a lower elo than game 1. They played better in 9 seconds than the previous players did in 10 minutes. I felt like my reasoning was sensible there. I need to go next match. Okay, there we are. See, at least these guys came to play. It's a 10-minute game, but they came to play. Certainly a very strange position, but that's what makes chess so enjoyable. A mere 8x8 grid. Okay, now you got a problem here. I feel like you're pinched, brother. What are you going to do with this knight? You move it here, your bishop gets taken. You got yourself all screwed up here. You move it there? Interesting. What would I do? I mean, they're in check. You take the knight. And then they take the bishop, which puts you in check. Then you move your king, and they move their other bishop. Okay, they got out of it not so bad. Not as bad as I thought. I feel like black's position is much stronger. I mean, like, look at the pawn storm. It's coming for you. That's a beautiful bishop move, in my uncultured opinion. Okay. You got to send it back. And then you go attack that, and then you move your knight to f5. Yeah, okay, beautiful. I'd say that they're worse than me if I got their moves right. Black's position goes crazy here. On the other hand, you wouldn't. They resigned? Okay, white must have resigned in this position. I'm going to say... I mean, I'm not an engine, but I can't believe that white would have a winning chance in this. This looks like a game that could be played at my level. I'm gonna say 1,300 to 1,499. 11-17. At least we got 1 star. Some people thought that was a grandmaster level game. I guess that's only 1 in 30 people. I shouldn't lean into it too much. My max streak is 1. I'm not very good at Rankdle. Kate is live. Yo, perfect timing. Oh. Did you guess the game? Yeah, it was just so fast you might have missed it.